Troubling times for silver. Am I saying that right? Yes, I just said that. Troubling times for silver. We're going to explain what's going on now. Help me out with the thumbs up, my friends. We are 32 subscribers away from 7,500 subscribers on the channel. Just waiting to do the giveaway video, my friends. I want to give away, in all, over 5 ounces of silver. We're going to get to 7,500 subscribers first. Thank you for your support. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for the donations. You guys and girls have been great to me. We're going to do a giveaway once we hit 7,500 subscribers. That's my thank you back to you all. Let's get into it right now. Troubling times for silver. What do I mean? Okay. What I mean is, there are people who are selling. The people are buying. But let's talk about the people who are selling first. Okay, let's talk about this. Because we are in troubled times right now. People may not realize, some people may not realize that it's all kumbaya. Some people may think nothing's wrong out there. Look, we know we got record food prices. We know prices are going up. I'll talk about more of that in a moment. People are struggling out there right now. I think that's one thing that's going on a lot right now. And I think people got caught up back in 2023 when the 90% silver went to the roof. Your Eagles went to the roof. Your Preems went to the roof on all this stuff. People started to panic, and they just purchased, converted way too much. It's catching up to the people now. The credit cards are maxed out, and people are trying to put food on the table. I get it. So we're seeing a lot of selling going on right now. This reported this morning about $1,500 in face of silver quarters. We bought those at 26.5 times face. We're selling them. And on that particular lot, we're charging one face higher, 26.75, so 26.75 times face. We're not making a lot, my friends. We're just trying to blow them out the door. We're getting too much inventory, and it's actually working. Okay, this is what I've been preaching about. You want to call it that. Stop the Melt campaign continues. We're not melting it down. We're offering the customers the deal of a lifetime. We don't need to make a home run on everything, single thing. We're there to help our customers. We're okay making a little bit. Yeah, we could sell it for a little bit more. We just want to move it out the door. That is our goal. We don't want to melt it down. We are all about stop the melt. Myself, the owner, channel sponsor Pinbacks, most of you folks are on board with this. This is how you move inventory. So if there's another coin shop, pawn shop out there crying, they have to melt stuff down. No, they don't have to melt stuff down. Okay, I'm proof of this right here. I'm proof of it. It actually works with emails. Offer your customers the same price. But we talked about that already. So, what else is going on? Alright, what else is going on in this marketplace? There's pain out there. Food prices going up. You know, I looked at coffee today. I didn't need coffee for the house. Alright? I'm looking to stockpile as much as I can. A big can of coffee over Sam's Club is over $17 now. Now, my grandma likes that black silk coffee. That's pushing 20 bucks a can, my friends. Don't believe me? Go to Sam's Club, look it up yourselves. This stuff used to cost 10 bucks, my friends. It's nearly doubled in prices. Alright? A lot of stuff has doubled in prices. There's a lot of hurt out there. Some people got into silver and gold thinking they're going to get super rich. I warned about that. I warned my customers about this. Sometimes they come back and tell me, not all of them. We don't know all these customers coming back to sell. Someone said we should have listened to you guys. We should have listened, not buying so much at one time. Look, this is where you got a cost average. Silver is holding at 38, my friends. We should not be nothing to worry about at $38 silver right now. Gold don't seem to be coming back as strong. Some reason people aren't selling off gold right now. They're selling off silver. Look, if you get into a position and you need to sell, I'll say this again, cost average out, especially if you have a coin shop near you. Use them like a bank. All right, that's all I can say. Use your coin shop like a bank. If you need to have a couple $100, you don't need to sell it all at once. Don't do it. That is my main message. You know, you cost average in and cost average back out when you get into your own financial situations. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now. People are not healthy. People are getting sick. People are losing jobs. The cost of living's gone up. The pay has not gone up as much. Everything is starting to break. And we need as much silver as gold as we can. I'm seeing people paying way too much on certain silver products. It's crazy. I reported this before. Don't do it. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks. They still have the peace dollars, my friends, on sale right now. If you want a good deal, you don't have to get all 40 all at one time. But if you want the best deal possible right now, 40 or more, $32.25 for very good plus conditions. If you want the peace dollars, they're probably going to be random. They're going to be random years. Most likely random years. To be all truthful with you, we're talking 22s, 23s, and 24s. That is what you can expect to get. If you get a better coin out of the mix, then you've done yourself quite well. But that is what I would expect from channel sponsor Pinbacks when they say random years. I asked Michael personally. He says probably 22s, 23s, and 24s. What he's talking about random years. 40 or more, 32, 25, my friends. Let him know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Look, we don't need to get into a panic, my friends. I'm seeing changes in the market. I'm seeing selling. I'm seeing maybe too much selling right now. People are dumping it all off at one time. Some people are taking our advice. You know, this is not financial advice. All right. You got a coin shop next to you, close to you, same distance as your bank. Then use the coin shop as the bank. That's all I can say. You know, price it as, use it as you would withdraw cash from an ATM. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, they have business hours. I get it. Sometimes it's not convenient for everybody to get to the coin shop every single time quickly like that. But look, you got to play the market right now. This is how you got to do it. You know, it may be a pain in the butt to go into the coin shop every single time. I get it. All right, I understand it. Sometimes it's time consuming. Sometimes you're waiting 20, 25 minutes for the next associate to help you out. It's going to happen, my friends. It's going to get worse. All right? Depending on what price of silver does, you're going to have your buyers out there. You're going to have your sellers out there. But wait, if these coin shops keep melting this stuff down, the 90% silver, which they're not making anymore, 64 and prior, they're not making any more of this stuff. It's going to be gone, okay? It will be gone. It will be very hard to track down. Right now, I've reported on Morgan and Peace dollars are getting very hard to source. All right, I got about 5 or 6 people now nipping at my heels for bulk Morgan and Peace dollars right now. That's what they're after right now. I got plenty of other 90% silver in as I'm recording this video. Not my silver, it's the shop silver. It's the owner's silver. We got so-called plenty of 40%. We can't track down war nickels. Okay, we got 18 rolls of war nickels in today. We process them. They're gone. All right, so war nickels, Morgan dollars, peace dollars, that is what we're having trouble keeping in. 5-ounce silver bars we're having trouble keeping in. We got a phone call from another coin shop. It says, hey, look, man, I got 100 5-ounce silver bars. I got a customer in front of me. What are you willing to pay? I says, I'm willing to pay you the same price as I'm paying the customers right now off the streets. So I says, if you want the deal, I said, we're paying, I said, what are you, what, he said, they're generics. I says, I'm paying $1.75 behind spot right now. And so I said, that's what I'm paying people right now, $1.75 behind spot. As if they were name brand, I'll be paying $1.50 over spot. There's your difference, my friends. Generics versus premium silver, there's your difference right now. Yeah, $1.75 below spot. And he says, well, I can't offer the customer that. I said, well, send them my way. I said, I'll buy them from him if you want to sell them my way. I said, I'll offer it. I got no problem offering that price. I says, you know, that is what it is. The generics are not moving as fast. And we're going to sell generics at spot. Okay? We're going to sell generics at spot. So that is where we're at with the shop right now. That is what... And the guy never showed up, and I don't know if he told the guy what we were doing or what. Or he... Apparently, he didn't want to buy them either. So, it is what it is, my friends. I wish the market was a little bit better right now, but the market is starting to see some signs of struggling, some troubles. Not so much with the price, okay? Not with the everyday price we're seeing. With buying and selling right now. So try to run a coin shop, my friends. Try to run it. Because this is not an easy job to be in. You got to know what the market is doing. And every day you take a gamble on something else. And you try to play the market as best as you can. You don't always get it right. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win with a little bit better profit margin. But a lot of times, typical profit margin is 1 to 3%. And that is no joke. So we are trying to stay on top of it all. We're trying to see, this is why you should, any coin shop out there, if any other coin shop, pawn shops listening to this video, just make an email list, my friends. Make an email list and send a mass email out to your customers. You sell a heck of a lot more than smelting it down. Let the customers have first dibs on it. We're doing it. You know, we're gonna keep the emails open until 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for those quarters. We put that right in the email. We're gonna keep track of emails until 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Anybody does it after business hours tonight, they will have until Monday at closing to come in. They order it. Give us an email. We will call them back. We will place the order for them. Come in by Monday at close and pay for your stuff, and you're out the door. It works miracles, my friends. You keep all customers happy that way. You attract more customers. The word of mouth gets out. But some of these coin shops, pawn shops, don't want to do it that way. And they're a fool for not doing it that way. I'll just say it that way as well. I also want to warn. This came across my desk today. One of the workers put this on my desk this morning. And I was going to get it out in this morning's video, but I didn't want to get the video too much longer than it was this morning. We all know the Genius Act has passed with the stablecoin. Okay? In response, major retailers like Amazon and Walmart are exploring their own stablecoins. Okay? They're exploring. Companies like PayPal have already launched their own. These currencies might offer rewards, savings, and yields from digital wallets. Experts are concerned, this is note, experts are concerned that the digital retailer wallets will result in less financial freedom and decrease data protection for customers. Well, no kidding, Sherlock. You lose your phone, my friends. You got this stable coin from Walmart. You got the stable coin from Walgreens. You got the stable coin from Amazon. You lose your phone. There is no protection. There's absolutely zero to none protection on this stuff. It's not like a major credit card company. If somebody steals your wallet, steals your pocketbook, your purse, your handbag, whatever you females would like to call your bags, and you got credit cards in there, you are protection by the credit card. There is no recourses to claim get your money back with this so-called digital wallets with everything. You really think it's safe? You really think it's safe? Because this is how these companies are going to get you. By offering discounts. Well, wait a minute. We're already there if you think about it. Look what CVS does with the extra bucks. They print it down on the receipt. People, when I worked at CVS, people used to complain about that. Well, why do you got to put it on the receipt? It gets, if you leave it in the car, it gets sunburned and it gets lost. Well, yeah, okay, then don't leave it in your car then. I mean, you know, or the people lose the receipts or what, this whatever. I mean, you're never going to make everybody happy, but this is about control. Total control, my friends. They will know exactly everything about you. How would you like to be? It says, imagine going to the mall. It ends here. Imagine going into the mall, spending a different currency at every single store. How's this even possible, my friends? Are we going to have Walmart money now? We're going to have CVS money. We're going to have Walgreens money. We're going to have Amazon money. Really? Really? You're going to put these type of coins into these wallets? These digital wallets that can be shut down without notice, that the system can go corrupt without notice. Someone can steal your cell phone, steal all your Walmart coin, your CVS coin, your Walmart coin, your Target coin, your McDonald's coin. Really? You really think this is safe? You really think this stuff is safe? It's backed by nothing, my friends. You know, they're going to know every time you use it. Every single time. It's just like with all these apps, McDonald's apps, Taco Bell apps. They know every single time you go to Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever. It's already out there. It's just gonna get worse. Only way to protect yourselves is physical silver and gold. It's been 5,000 years. If the power goes out, you can still use silver and gold. You lose your cell phone. Your cell phone gets dropped in the toilet. Your cell phone is not going to work, most likely. But everybody wants, some people want to put their information all on their cell phone. Really? Really think that's safe? I don't think so. I don't think so. But that's what's coming, my friends. That's what's coming. You gotta say no. We gotta stand up. We gotta stand up and get silver and gold back into payment system, because this is going away. Stable coin, store coins, whatever you want to call this crap, Ponzi schemes. It's not going to last. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, my friends. Because all we need, people don't realize that power goes out. It stops. The internet goes out, my friends. It all stops. Internet can go out. Silver and gold still be able to trade, even if the power is not out. If the internet just goes out, your Bitcoin, your meme coins, your stable coins aren't going to friggin' work. Think about that. They can shut down the internet at any single point in time. It's a push of a button, my friends. Other countries have done it. It can happen here too. It can happen right here in the good United States. It can happen wherever other country you're watching me from. These are scary times. I'm not going to sugarcoat it on this channel. I'm going to give you guys the facts. Silver and gold have been money for 5,000 years. Not some Bitcoin, meme coin, stable coin crap. And that's what it is. It's a Ponzi scheme. Is all about government control. And that is just the way I look at it. You know, that is the way I look at it. Yeah, I got some mining stocks. Okay? I told you. The 2 mining stocks I had way back ago. First Mining Gold. Silver Mountain Resources. They're both up from where I bought them. Hey, I'm not perfect at stocks. I know very little a bit about stocks. But what I have done, I've done my homework with these 2 companies. I believe in these 2 companies. And so far they panned out for me quite well, but not enough for me to cash out yet. Alright? I'm hoping 6 months, this AC out back here is still going to last me. And I'll be, in the stocks are up a little bit more, I can cash them out and get this household a new AC. Yeah, I'm stocking some cash in the short term in case it goes sooner than that. I'm working my rear end off to save for that. I'm still working my rear end off to stack silver. Mostly Morgan and Peace dollars right now. I'm not going out to eat. I'm not going out to baseball games. I'm not going out to football games. I'm not going out to music shows. I'm making sacrifices for the bad times. That is what I'm doing. I'm not telling you to do that. That is what I am doing. Take it or leave it. That's how I'm going to run this channel as well. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. You folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum? Reach out to me. I'm always happy to help you out. I want to end it with this. You know, I had a female reach out to me. I'm not going to say her name. She reached out to me yesterday. And she has quite a bit of dimes. Okay? She was asking me the question, is it better to do a mixed bag of dimes and quarters, or I don't have many quarters, I don't have many halves, I got this number of dimes, and what's going on with Morgan and Peace dollars? Well, nothing really is going on with Morgan and Peace dollars besides the demand for them right now. So that is what's just a hot item at the moment right now. So I said to this lady, I said, look, I looked at Pinback's website. I saw she had a little bit less than what Pinback's was offering 100 face silver quarters for. She was about $200 less what she had was able to stack. And ma'am, if you know I'm talking about you, just let you know I'm not saying your name. So, anywho's, she was very surprised how back I got back to her for one. And she said, well, I guess I'll keep doing the little bags at a time, you know, the mix lots. Hey, look, do what you want. I love dimes. I love quarters. I love halves. Do I think you should have a mix of everything? Me personally, yes. It's different fractional silver. I got quarters. I got dimes. You've seen the halves, my friends. You've seen the Morgans and Peace dollars I have. You've seen 10-ounce silver bars. You've seen 5-ounce silver bars. You've seen 1-ounce silver bars. You've seen 1-ounce rounds I have. I try to stack a little bit of everything. Because you're going to need it, in my opinion. You know, I don't know you personally. Anybody who emails me. I can only give you my thoughts based on your email and what you're telling me. What your ideas are. That's all I can. It's not financial advice for anybody. But based on an email, that's what I gotta go on, and that's what I'm gonna give you what my thoughts are. And they may not be the right thoughts because you might have left something out. I could have misread it too. I do that quite often, by the way. But anyways, you know, sometimes information don't get in the same email. We're thinking about it, but it don't get into the email the first time. So if anybody needs to ask me any questions, it don't matter how many times you need to email me. Just let me know. Let me know what, I don't need to know exactly what you have. I do not need to know that. Let me know what your concerns are. Let me know what your mindset is. I can direct you a little bit better that way. So with that being said, Coin Shop Chris is out. I hope you guys have a good day. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Don't forget about the thumbs up. Don't forget about the Pinmex giveaway coming up once we reach 7,500 subscribers. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you on the next video.